and then they've kind of fallen off. Then they've been coming back on the last year or so, but Science Hill just wiped the field with them. The Hill had 298 yards of passing and 3 touchdowns from quarterback Connor Batchelder. He was 24 for 33, using 6 different receivers. So he spread the love around quite a bit. But if there's a weak spot for Science Hill, it's their ground attack. It just was not impressive. They had 32 yards on 24 carries.
Averaging, what is that again?
A little bit over a yard a carry.
About
I don't teach math.
7 feet. 7 foot a carry.
Well, here's the difference, though. 35 pass attempts, 363 total yards.
It's a different game this day.
This week, Science Hill goes to Knox Catholic. They're a pretty decent team. That'll be a good matchup for Science Hill. And Jefferson County goes to Anderson County. I think Jeff County should probably be able to take care of that one.
Good deal. All right. Just got word from Coach Housewright that they are, I think Coach Jones may join us tonight as well, some players. So they're about to head down this way. I think they just broke practice a few minutes ago. A few other games from Upper East Tennessee. Cloudland knocked off Hancock County 30-6. Chucky Doak was big winners over North Green 53-18. Farragut again knocked off Morristown West 42-14. Greenville continues to roll now. They beat Austin East in a game that was close for a while, and then they blew them out in the second half 49-22. Happy Valley sort of righted the ship a little bit 40-7 over Cosby. A couple other things. Sullivan South, which we saw a few weeks ago, they took care of Sullivan Central on homecoming night. Again, that game pretty close until the second half, but that big offensive line, they got the running game going, and they were able to win going away. Tennessee High at home playing Morristown East. That game was not close at all, 42-7. Unicoi County, 65-13 winners over Claiborne. Union County, they make that trip up to the Patriot pasture and knock off the Patriots 27-20. As we go into Southwest Virginia, Chilhowie, again, they had that loss last week, broke their streak. They got things going this week, though. 62-28 over Eastside. J.I. Burton in a game it was 32-0 at halftime. They rolled Twin Springs 41-0. In a game that John Battle led throughout, Marion scores 9 points in the last 4 minutes of the game and knocks off the Trojans at home 9-7.
That kind of reminds me of the Gate City Marion game last year. Gate City was leading late and then kind of let it slip through their fingers.
Again, a couple passes, a safety, a botched punt went through the end zone, and again, that was the difference in the game. Patrick Henry continues to roll. They have not scored less than 40 points in any game this season. They knocked off Lehigh 51-6. Richlands, some say it's an upset. I think Tanner and I picked on the picking panel. Richlands knocks off Abington. Abington lost their starting center last week in that ball game against Pulaski. They had 3 fumbles. They didn't look especially well. They just didn't get things going against the Blue Tornadoes, and they lost 31-21. Again, Coach Mance picked up his 200th victory with that game. Thomas Walker, in a game that Cheyenne Osborne was kicked out of for Rye Cove, Thomas Walker beats Rye Cove. That game was 54-12. Union, the opponents this week that we'll see at Bullitt Park, they go on the road. They get a last-second field goal with 4 seconds left, and they win the ball game 37-35 over the G-Men on their home field. And Y Central knocked off Virginia High. Virginia High, though, led throughout. They were up 21-7 until the second half. Y Central got 3 late touchdowns and was able to pull it out. They got the win, 28-21.
It sounds almost like the Southwest Virginia games made up for the Tennessee blowouts this week. Those sounded all like really good games.
There were some back and forth, some upsets that was in the making. Some didn't come true, but again, Union, probably the game of the weekend. They were down, they were up. That was a back-and-forth game. Graham, a very good football team. Again, they were able to go back and forth and get the win.
Well, that sounds to me, though, like a lot of times after a big win like that, teams have a little mental letdown that could play in the Gate City's favor.
Well, we'll see what happens here again as we go to Bullitt Park this week. So we'll take a quick break, come back. We've got some other things coming up here. Again, we've got Tweet It or Delete It. We also have got Coach Jones and some of the football players coming in.
I think we're being overrun.
Yeah, we've got some people coming in here. We might just start grabbing people up for interviews here. You never know. So
anything's
anyway,
better than me and you.
Amen, brother. Amen. So we'll take a quick break. Come back. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
With over 100 offices throughout Virginia, you can count on your local Virginia Farm Bureau insurance agents to be there when you need them most. Whether you find yourself in a fender bender, insuring your first home, or with a new addition to the family, our agents are ready to help you through every stage of life. Connect with your local agents, Whitney McConnell, Richard Helms, and David Weddick here in Scott County at 386-7411 or online at vafb.com. Coverage provided by Virginia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company and their affiliates.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Open 6 days a week and specializing in all types of truck, trailer, and heavy equipment repair, M&P Repair can take care of all of your needs. Serving the area from their convenient Gate City location on U.S. Highway 23 North, M&P Repair also works with owner-operators and fleet operators for maintenance, repairs, and they also give free estimates. So give them a call today at 276-870-0989. That's 276-870-0989. M&P Repair proudly supports Gate City Athletics. Over the last 11 years, Christina Kilgore Wiggs has continued to demonstrate her vast knowledge of the local real estate market and strives to represent each of her clients with the value and respect they deserve. She is a trusted and well-respected real estate professional, and now she has joined a group who shares her vision of putting clients first. She is now with Conservis Real Estate Group and welcomes the opportunity to serve you and your family. Please call her today at 423-360-0092. That's 423-360-0092. Or go to christina.conservisrealestategroup.com for more information.
And we are back here live from a jumping campus drive-in.
We were commenting earlier that there was literally no one in here. We thought we'd run everyone off. And
yeah, but it is a packed house now. Again, I think what did they say?
Prayer
Chris?
at the pole today.
Prayer at the pole today. So again,
so Gate City apparently turned out for that, and everyone's come down here to get a cheeseburger now.
So as the waitresses have got their hands on their hips, wondering now what they're going to do, because here we are. This place is now packed. All right. So let's talk a little bit about other fall sports going on. Again, we do want to say Kelly Berry was supposed to join us tonight as now we're off right now. As she was supposed to join us tonight, had some card trouble. She'll be on next week with Caitlin Parton. Again, Gate City golf team, which yesterday took care of business. They won the Class 2 Mountain 7 District Championship in terms of their in terms of golf, so they will move on. They will take They will take part in the regional championship tournament, which will be at Cedar Hill Country Club next Tuesday. Again, the Blue Devils yesterday shot. Luke Wallen had an 84. Brevin Spivey shot a 90. Caitlin Parton, she had a 95. Evan Lane shot 100. Colin Keller, 101. And Ethan Dishner, 106. So, again, a tremendous job by them all season long. They've been consistent, knocking off a lot of other teams. And, of course, as we mentioned, Christian, I don't think it's not that it's not fair against, like an Abington, some of these 3A schools that they've had to compete against. But anyway, it's what do you say?
Well, you got to look at it from Abington's point of view also. It generally, I would think, hurts them playing the smaller schools. But just geographically speaking, I really don't know what else could be done.
Yeah, it's kind of an unfortunate situation because now, of course, what happens is because Richland's knocked off a 3A team in Abington, it helps the Gate City PowerPoint situation as we move forward. So we're already talking about the playoffs here as we start getting into the weeks of the season, later in the season. So we'll see. But anyway, it will help us from that aspect.
So selfishly, it's a good thing. From an Abington point of view, I don't know.
So, do want to mention congratulations, Gate City's Suzanne Moore, who broke the record for the fastest female time at the Wilderness Road State Park last week. Her time was 21:45. She also has the record at the Natural Tunnel event. Again, they're at the Natural Tunnel right now, so they'll be competing there tonight. So we've got some guys coming in here.
Hey, guys, y'all didn't know your fan club was going to be here tonight, did you?
So we got to turn the mics on. Mics on. All right, so
we've got an absolute packed house in here, Joe. I'm not sure I've ever seen this many people in the campus before.
Well, I mean, Blue Devils Live weekly radio show has picked up some steam.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's it.
Yeah.
We'll claim it.
We will claim it. So, who we got here tonight? Introduce yourself to the Blue Devil Nation.
Kurt Gibson, Logan Tomlinson, Logan Davidson, Barry Jones.
All right, guys, thank you for coming to see us here tonight. Coach Jones, we'll start with you. Had opportunities against Ridgeview the other night. Talk a little bit about the game in general and some of your initial thoughts from the game.
Well, our initial word for our loss to Ridgeview was disappointing for our team. We made a lot of mistakes that you can see on film. The guys will agree with me that we do a little bit more finishing of our plays. We might have a little bit more success with offensively gaining some yards. But overall, we had our chances. 14-7, 4 minutes ago, 4 half. The two quick scores, it takes a lot out of you physically and mentally. But we just got to take those little mistakes that we've learned this week about ourselves and correct them, and hopefully we can correct them this week.
Guys, some of your all's thoughts again from the game itself. You all, and as he said, you had your shots. You really battled, especially that first half. You limited Adkins. He didn't really have those big runs until late in the second half. And your thoughts about the game in general?
It was just the little things that killed us, like missed assignments, and that was it. That's what did us in.
We just didn't execute. I mean, we made a lot of mistakes, penalties, turnovers, missed blocks, just execution.
Things that you all seen, though, can be fixed. And that's something. What have you all done to sort of work on this week and getting ready for Union?
We've kind of broken it down and got technical about it. Make sure we step right, know who we're getting.
Union, again, as we always put on social media, it's Union, it's Gate City, enough said. Your thoughts about taking on the Bears at Bullitt Park in this big rivalry game this week?
I mean, I think anytime you go to Bullitt Park, it's always a great atmosphere. It's going to be loud. It's going to be smash-mouth football. I mean, I love going to that place. So we just got to get out there and we got to execute and get the job done.
Coach, I think you might be sort of familiar with Bullitt Park from a little bit of time over the years.
I guess I'm at an awkward position right now. The guys that's on that team, I got to know, and I've told these guys, I don't care who it is, whoever I'm working with, I love them. And I fall in love with football players, and that is with the type of person a football player is supposed to be, and all the things that they stand for in the tradition of the sport and the tradition of the schools. But they are slightly better than I imagine them being this year. Their linemen have come on. They've got a freshman center. They've got they've moved their offensive line around. They have 3 returning starters. Their backfield is very solid. They don't care, it's not like they give the ball to one different person. Mason Polier he's as good a young man as he is a football player. And, those are the things. But that love now is not hatred, but, I'm not for them. I love this group of guys right here, and that's genuine. That's not just something you say. But we're looking forward to Friday night. We know that they're high school kids like we are. We're going to go after them, and we're going to try to correct those little mistakes that we made last week. And probably Monday we had a really good film session. It wasn't a chew me out film session. It was, here's your mistakes. See your mistakes. I see it, Coach. I think I can correct that type of thing. So very positive week of practice. And like I say, we just want to go Friday and have fun and lay our ears back and have an old Gate City, Powell Valley / Appalachia football game.
And you've probably seen a few good football players in games.